This painting caused an absolute scandal, and you'll never guess why. The Death of the Virgin was painted by the Italian Baroque artist Caravaggio at the very beginning of the 17th century. The painting was commissioned by the papal lawyer Laertio Cherubini for a chapel in the Carmelite church of Santa Maria della Scala in Trastevere in Rome. But upon the painting's completion, it was rejected by the Carmelites because it was considered highly inappropriate and deeply sacrilegious. As the title suggests, the work depicts the death of the Virgin Mary. What's so scandalous about her depiction, you ask? Well, first of all, she appears deeply human and far from the usual saintly ideal. The Virgin's lifeless body cuts across the center of the canvas. Her skin is pale and her body appears bloated and heavy with lifelessness. Her hair is disheveled and her bare feet appear filthy. By the way, dirty feet are a common hallmark in Caravaggio's paintings. It's a great way to spot his work. Her pose is vulnerable and awkward. You could even say she appears quite indecent, at least certainly by the standards for depicting the Queen of Heaven. The only thing that points towards her sanctity is the faint halo visible around her head. While Caravaggio's depiction of her corpse is arguably very true to reality, for the context of its commission and intended location, this was not how people expected the Mother of Christ to be painted, and it strayed far from the iconographic canon of the time. Here, there is no hint of the Virgin Mary's assumption into heaven. Instead, this painting is about real and hopeless mortality. This gritty realism permeates the entire canvas. The Virgin Mary is surrounded by mourning figures, apostles and Mary Magdalene, in a dark, shabby and claustrophobic setting. These figures, who stand with bare feet, appear real and seem to express genuine raw emotion rather than composure and poise. Moreover, and even more controversially, some of Caravaggio's contemporaries claimed that the model he used for the Virgin Mary was a Roman prostitute who he allegedly saw drowned in the Tiber River. Scandalous indeed. Caravaggio often used ordinary people, including street dwellers, courtesans, and prostitutes, as models for his religious and saintly figures. It made his art so much more relatable to lay audiences, as for the first time, saintly figures appeared real, human, and accessible. The painting caused outrage, and as mentioned, was outright rejected. The work was then sold to a series of buyers, including the Duke of Mantua and King Charles I of England, before later being acquired by the French Royal Collection. Today, it is on permanent display in the Louvre Museum in Paris.